Hi everybody, here's a quick video to show you how to take through Design Space this file to make a lovely vanity case style gift bag. This file's been out a very long time and because of that I haven't got a video for it on YouTube so far. It's one of the older, most original files I ever did, so I wasn't making videos back then. But I think it's about time I change that. The instructions have recently had an update too, so they're a little bit more concise and there are more photographs with them. I seem to be getting better at this thing the longer I do it, so I update files as I go along. So this is, it's quite a paper hungry box, this one, as you can imagine. It's like a tiny suitcase and you can make it fully lined. I made mine in some lovely leather look papers I got from GF Smith there, and there's some just waiting with the 250 gram paper from one of those pads that you can get with all lovely designs in it, and I've got a picture somewhere with things in it. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Design Space and we'll look at bringing it in. So it's already in my library, but just in case people don't know how to bring them in, so you go to Upload, Browse. I prefer to browse because I've always got Design Space in a full window, so it's just easier for me to navigate to where I've got it saved. So there it is, there's the file, so click open. At this window you don't need to do anything except continue, and again here, unless you want to rename it, just click upload and it ends up on your canvas. You do get a PDF of instructions with it which explains what all the different parts of the bag are, and the reason they're in the different colours like this is the deep red is the lid and the pink, the shade of red, is the lining for the lid, and then the deep green colour is the bottom of the bag and the handle, and the lighter green colour is the lining for that bag bottom. I couldn't really think of a better way because these two pieces look similar, the lining top and bottom and the bag top and bottom, they look similar. I needed a way of really making sure that you could see which was which before you go to cut, and then you can decide what you're going to do when you cut it, obviously which colours you're going to cut it from, but be aware of which piece is which so that you know which piece you're going to put back together, because it matters. The bag top is slightly larger obviously than the bag bottom, so it can slot over the top, and therefore the lining pieces are a different size as well. It's just those four, you know, the actual shape of the bag pieces that you need to be aware of. Right, so it comes into Design Space, it's already grouped. First thing you need to do is ungroup it so we can see the two groups inside, and in my SVGs the lines that you need to convert to score always live in this first group. So we're just going to select that group there, go to your operations menu, click on basic cut, which is what they are at the moment, we can't make them come in any other way, and convert to score, and you can see that they get converted, they've become dashed on screen. And then because there's more than one set, we do need to ungroup them. So I'm on the desktop version for PC, so ungroup for me is over here on the right at the top of the layers panel. Then just scroll down and select the group underneath, which contains all the coloured cut pieces, and all we need to do there is ungroup. And so now everything on canvas is a separate piece. We can go ahead and attach the score lines to the individual pieces that they relate to. It's really important that you do it individually, or you'll get a message saying that the project is incompatible with your machine, and it's simply because it's still in all one piece. So just click on screen somewhere near one piece, drag a box to enclose it, and then attach, which for me is at the bottom of the layers panel. And you need to do that with every piece on screen that's got score lines. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to these lid walls here. Oops. What's going on there? Why can't I just... oh, I must have just clicked on something else. So attach. I tend to use keyboard commands, so I'm just going to attach that, and then I'm doing Alt-A on my keyboard. So just drag, you don't have to enclose the whole thing usually, just the cut piece and somewhere near the score, and then attach. So that's all the lid done and the lid lining, and now we'll zoom in down here. These are the handles. Attach. Again, I'm using this attach, but I'm just using a keyboard command there. And as you can see, you don't need to select the whole thing, just drag over the shape and the score line and attach. You don't need to actually enclose the whole thing. Right, so everything's attached now. Let's hit make it and see what we need to make it. Oops, failed to attach something there. Which one is that? It's that one. Whoops-a daisy. On the lid lining. Try again. Yep. So this bag, it has to cut from 12 by 12. It's too big to cut from anything smaller, I think. You might get that. Yeah, you could maybe try squeezing that onto letter, but it does cut easily from 12 by 12. That's what I tend to cut it from every time. So remember, the tint of green is the lining, and the solid green is the actual bag outer. And again, the pink is the lining for the lid, and the deep red is the actual lid pieces. So if you're making this lined, you're going to need, I mean, some of those are only half sheets, aren't there? But you're going to need, what, 1.5 there, 1.5 there, that's 3, 4, 5, 6.5 sheets of 12 by 12. But if you didn't want to make it lined, not everybody does, you would need 4 sheets. I actually always make this lined. I think it makes it look much neater inside, and it makes it a great deal stronger as well. If you don't have any really heavy card to make it from, I would really recommend that you make it lined. Okay, I don't need to go any further there. My machine's not switched on at the moment. I hope you've got everything you need there. If you have any questions or issues when you come to cut or assemble it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. As I said, you do get that PDF of instructions, and it explains the converting score lines and attaching process, gives you some hints of what you can make it from, and then there's a photograph of every single step that you need to take to actually assemble it. Not recommended for complete beginners, this project, only because it's got these curved walls in it, which just take a little bit of patience and skill to assemble correctly. But if you're used to working with paper crafts and you're happy to learn on a slightly more challenging project, then by all means have a go. So if we just keep scrolling, you can see it coming together. And there's the finished bag. That paper, that leather look paper, again, it's from a company in the UK called G.F. Smith. Really lovely stuff, and it's not as expensive as you'd think. I really recommend that you check that out. So if you want to get in touch, there are links to contact me via Etsy or Facebook. You can choose whichever you prefer. Those links are in the description below. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, there's a link there for that too. Don't forget, if you're purchasing 3 or more SVG files at one time from the Tanglecrafts Studio Etsy shop, the link is in the description, you can use the 30 for 3 discount code to get 30% off your total purchase. This offer runs all the time, but you need to use that code when you check out. And if you haven't already joined the Tanglecrafts Studio Facebook group, join now to get any special Etsy discount codes issued to group members and to take advantage of the free SVG files I give away in the group from time to time. The link to the group is in the description. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.